today for this fantastic opportunity and home. Zach is just across the road there, and Abby, they're there to help you with any questions you may have in regards to the contract in Section 32, which has been on display for the last half an hour and indeed throughout most of the campaign itself. They're also here to help you with your bidding, so if you wish a hand with your bidding or for them to raise their hand on your behalf and call out that bid, then they can do so. So if you have any questions, just raise your hand and they'll find their way over to you shortly. The property in the contract is known as Lot 46 on plan of subdivision 050225 in certificate of title volume 08382 folio 848, or more commonly known to you and I, as I said at the beginning, 9 Sandgate Avenue in Glen Waverley. Today's sale does include all the fixtures and fittings, so window furnishings, floor coverings, electrical light fittings. They're all stuck and form part of the contract here today, with flexible settlement terms that revolve around 30, 60 or 90 days, and of course a 10% deposit that you can pay $20,000 today by transfer, and then the balance of that 10% can come through on Monday. Settlement terms, I said 30, 60, 90. Again, if you've got anything outside of the terms that I've just mentioned, then just raise your hand and Zach will find his way over to you to have a quick chat before we commence the auction. But before we do, the rules for today's auction are that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of today's auction. The auction property permits an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, and the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today do permit vendor bids. The words during the auction are used to make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by loyally I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Pretty straightforward when it comes to the rules, the terms of the contract. But before I get underway, I need to talk to you about the home, the opportunity that's behind me here. Some 742 square metres of approximate land. So instantly and already that tells me a few things. Tells me a fantastic opportunity to be able to pave way, knock down and build your dream home perhaps. Obviously on that land size, subject to council approval, you can put 2 townhouses up as well. So that might be an option for you to seek a planning permit to be able to do so. Or you might just want to live in the home, invest in the home at the moment. You could rent it out as is, or buy the property, spend some money renovating, extending, or creating that family home. But the thing that it stands out the most to me is the options that you do have. Build townhouses for profit or for living. Build a large home for living, if you will. Work with the home that you've got here to renovate, extend, or simply park your money here as a good investment property over time. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, the carport there as well, timber floors throughout, ducted heating as well, split system for cooling, so it covers all the bases with heating, cooling, and location's fantastic. Just minutes around the corner, you've got parklands, tennis courts, Pinewood Shopping Centre as well, with shops, restaurants, cafes, the Glen just down the road, Mount Waverley Village just down the road. Jump on the freeway, head to Chadston in 5 or 6 minutes, or the city in about 15 to 20 minutes from where we stand here today. So today you're buying location, you're buying land, you're buying a home you can work with for very many reasons, and you're buying it in a market that's probably more suitable to the buyers that are standing in the crowd here today as compared to markets gone before. So my advice again is to raise your hand, call out your bid nice and strong, and make sure that you've given yourself every opportunity to purchase this fantastic home or investment behind me here today. How I sell the property, I call 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call, and when the hammer hits the contract like so, the property will be sold. Make no mistake, the owner wants to see a sold sticker up on that board in a moment's time or so, but to who and for how much to be determined by you now. Bidders and buyers, over to you. Fair and reasonable start is what I look for. Your bidder offer to get me underway. 9 Sandgate Avenue here in Glen Waverley. You make a start where you feel comfortable, where you like, and we'll go from there. $1 million on my left-hand side. We'll keep us off and running there at $1 million. On my left-hand side, bidder to the left there at $1 million. We're off and running. I'll call for a rise of 50 from there and call it $1,050,000 if you like. At $1 million on my left-hand side, he's come here to buy or negotiate with us afterwards, whichever way it pans out. But $1 million is there, $1,050,000 I call for from here. At $1 million on my left-hand side, $1,050,000 puts you back in front, puts you in the best position to buy.
1.1.
1.1, a good strong bid. That's how to buy real estate. Just trump the cards there and call it 1.1 against you, sir. On the left-hand side, 1.1's the bid there in front. At 1.1's the bid, call it 1,150 if you wish from here. At 1.1's the bid. At 1,100,000's the bid. Take a minute or two to size up your competition, that's okay. At 1,1's the bid in front now. They've got the best opportunity to come in and negotiate with me or put themselves in position to buy here today. At 1.1 million in front now, I call 3 times. First time of the call now at 1.1. Second call now at 1,100,000 in front. Third and final call, all finished, silent and done at 1.1 million. 1.15, good bid back there. Give it some time and thinking there, but 115's the bid against you, sir, up the back. Your bid from here at 115's the bid there. At 1,150,000's the bid now. On my left-hand side, gentleman holds the bid here. At 1,150's the bid. At 1,150,000 against you, have some thought there. You can call that your bid from there where you like. Any other parties as well, now would be the time to do it. At 1,150's the bid on my left-hand side here. At 1,150,000 now, call 3 times and work with the gentleman on my left-hand side. First time in the call now at 1,150. 1,160, I'll take your 10 rise. At 1,160's the bid here. In front, new bidder, 1,160. 160. Do you want to go straight backhand? Call 170 if you wish. 160's the bid there. At 1,160, or you could say 80 and call a $20,000 rise if you want from there. At 1,160's here. At 1,160,000, new bidder in front now against you as well. 1,170's up the back now at 1,170. At 1,170's the bid. At 1,170,000 now against your buyer there, Zach. At 1,170's the bid here. 1,180 quickly back at him. What do we say? At 1,170,000 in front. At 1,170,000, 1,180. 1,180 now. 190. 190 if you wish. 180's there. He says 190 on a nod there. Call it 1.2 from here if you wish. 190's there. Call 1.2 from here. 1.2 he says on a nod there as well. At 1,200,000's the bid in front now on my left here. 1.2, 210. 210, what do we say? 210 is in your hands to take control. He says yes at 210. 210 is here now. 220 if you wish. 220 on my left hand side. Back in front at 220, 230. What do we say? 220 is there. 1.220. At 1,220. At 1,220,000 now. 220 is the bid in front. I work with him. If there's no better bid at 220 is the bid there.
2.5.
250. Good, strong bid.
25.
Sorry?
1.225.
Ah, 225. Could we go to 230? Strong bid's probably the way to shake it anyway. 230, what do we
230, yeah.
230, he says yes. At 230 is the bid there at 1,230,000. Got me excited with that previous thought on that bid there, but 230 is still okay because you're in front. At 1,230,000 now. At 1,200,000. I'll take 5s now. 235, 240 if you wish. 240, he says yes. At 240 now. 245. Now we go to 250. That bid I thought you were going to give me before. 245's there.
Yep.
250 it is. At 1,250,000 here. 255. 260 if you wish. 255's the bid. At 1,255,000, Zach Instructions there. 255's the bid. At 1,255,000's the bid on my left-hand side. Now at 255, he's in front. Best place to try to buy the property from here. At 1,255,000's the bid. Chance for any and all parties here. If you wish to be bidding or buying this property here today, about now is the time to jump in with that bid and let us know you've come to buy at 255 as we make decisions now at 1,255,000 on my left-hand side. Need to know now if you're in or out at any point in time at 255s on my left-hand side. First time in the call now at 1,255,000. Sorry, I got scared. Second call now at 1,255,000. 260? 260 it is. 260. 265. I'll hold for a 5 for a moment. I might come back to you. 265. What do we say? Call it.
So what's the highest bid?
265.
70.
270. At 1,270,000 is the bid. At 1,270,000 is the bid now. At 1,270,000 is the bid. He's back in front here. At 270 is the bid now. At 1,270,000, calling 3 times again. Need to know again, all bidders and buyers. At 1,270,000 is here. First time in the call now at 270. Second call now at 270. Third and final call. Oh, finished and done at 1,270,000. We in or out, sir? 275.
On the market.
On the market, selling to you if there's no better bid at 275 against you. 275.
77.
277. 277 and selling here. At 1,277,000's the bid. At 1,277,000 in front of my left-hand side, we sell away here. At 1,277,000 against you, you can go to 78 if you want, or better. 78, 278, 279, 280, 280 is here.
81.
281, 281. 1,281,000. 281, 282, 283, 285, 285. At 1,285,000. 285 over here. At 1,285,000's the bid. At 1,285,000 now. 286.
I'll hold off.
286 is there. I'll give fair warning before I knock it down, but at 1,286,000 you're in front at the moment. At 1,286,000 we'll sell away in a moment or so if I hear no further bid or rise. At 1,286,000 I'm selling it here, let it be known. Call 3 times in a moment. First time in the call now at 1,286,000 we sell.
87.
287. 287 might have got it there, I think, at 287. In turn, I'll give them a moment or so to have that family discussion, but at 1,287,000 we could be selling here now on my left. First time in the call now, 1,287,000 on my left-hand side. Do I sell here? Second call at 287. Done? Finished?
No.
287, 288. 288. 288 is the bid. At 1,288,000. Back in front. At 1,288,000. Again, same courtesy. I'll give you a moment or so at 288. At 1,288,000, I call 3 times to sell. First time in the call now at 1,288,000 we sell. 290. 290 is the bid. 1,290,000. 1,290,000.
91.
291. 292. 292. At 1,292,000. At 1,292,000, I call 3 times again.
93.
293. 294. At 1,294,000.
95.
295. 1,295,000.
6.
296.
98.
298. 299.
1.3.
And 3. 1,003,000. That's them. That's done. That's finished. I'll double check one last time. Had 1,300,000. Otherwise, we sell away now. First time in the call, we sell now 1,300,000. Second call. Third, final call. Hopefully done.
Yep.
Finished. Sell it there. Okay. Premature congratulations. 1,300,000 now. Selling. Selling. Congratulations. We are sold. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending another Ray White auction, and have a fantastic weekend. Wow, lucky day, mate.
Dạ, em không bị cài cả.